Hey, oh, hi, it's AJ. How's everybody doing this evening in the UK? It is precisely 8:09, and we have got live joining us. We have got Erica and Jerry, aka Hellgrimm. It's going to be
Hey, what's happening?
it's going to be an interesting evening this evening. As you've seen on my socials, we have got our rock band from Texas that have joined us all the way from the USA. So we're going to be finding out lots and lots of information. I'm sure there's going to be lots of comments for you two after this podcast, after everybody sees
Cool.
your music, either on AJ's site or on your own sites, asking you different types of questions about your music. But you are big over in Texas and you're coming over live to the UK. So it's a really exciting time for you as a band, but for us to
Yes,
get to know you as
definitely.
well.
yep.
Yes.
So, like I do with every artist, I fact find a little bit. So here's my fact finding of Hellgrimm. Have I said it right first before I get hit
Yes.
on the head? Brilliant, excellent. So we've got that one right. So my first fact, I have got the way you say it right. Okay, so Hellgrimm, you're a rock band in Texas, USA, and you were formed in 2018.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, now this one's interesting for our viewers, and I'm sure interesting for yourselves as well. When we read it back to you, you delve into the darkness of addiction, death, demons, with stories based on fiction and fact.
Yes.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, I do most of the lyrics, most of the songwriting, and some of it's personal experiences. Some of it's just watching documentaries and seeing the world through my eyes.
So lots and lots of long nights and interesting nights, I expect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to delve into that a little bit more in detail in the interview. So, Sacrifice is your newest album, and that's out at the moment on all social media. I love the word CD. Thank you for mentioning CDs. As an artist myself, I remember going out and giving CDs to like my fans when I was playing and sort of saying, "Would you like to buy a CD of mine?" And we could earn some decent money, not like Spotify. Please, YouTube, do not copyright what I'm saying at the moment. But yay, look, there's a person CD there. Brilliant, fantastic. Okay. You've also got 3 songs, including the main theme for an up-and-coming TV series called Loey Morton, Chronicles of the Dead Detective.
Yes. That is, yes.
Fantastic.
Yep,
that in USA?
It's actually being shot in Puerto Rico. It's a production that's mostly being handled in Puerto Rico, and it's going to be a series. I believe it's going to be an 8-part series, at least based on the first graphic novel, first novel. And we've got some music in it, and we're also going to be featured in one of the episodes of the series when it films. So we're looking forward to that.
Going to be playing at a club, right?
Yeah, apparently we're going to be in a bar scene, of course.
In a bar scene, of course. Are you going to be playing in the bar?
Yes,
that's the idea.
Yeah, that's the idea. So your band's going to be playing live. Oh, wow, that's going to be absolutely cool. Will we be able to see it in the UK? That's the biggest thing.
Hopefully so. Yes.
Yeah.
I think they're aiming for what is it? Netflix. That's the idea.
Yeah. It's going on Netflix. We're big Netflix in the UK. Everything's Netflix.
Oh,
so yeah, we're definitely watching it. So Erica, I've obviously been speaking to Jerry. I'm not going to miss out you. I'm so glad that you could join us as well.
Oh, right on.
You have literally as well got an amazing bio, which has been included in Hellgrimm's bio. Loads about yourself. Especially, we're going from one extreme to the other with your one, aren't we? We're going from Hellgrimm to kids. So credits on Space Jam and Prince of Egypt to a rock band called Hellgrimm. So yeah, we need to be talking media and find out a little bit more on that. Okay. And also, it's very big in your family. Music's huge in your family. Big upbringing in your family. And you've had multiple roles in the band already. You've been a drummer.
Yes.
You've been a guitarist. And now you're one of the primary singers.
Yes. I've been a bassist.
You did a bassist.
I don't play guitar, but yeah, I bass, drums, vocals.
She did try guitar at one time.
I've tried guitar a couple of times. It's not my area of fun. I prefer the bass and drums, but it's fun.
I've tried all instruments. They just don't agree with me. Vocals, fine. Electric's fine. Instruments, yep. I'm a typical dyslexic person. I try to play and then I get really frustrated. I'm like, yep, just stick to the mic. It's easy.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm in awe that you've done all of them.
A little bit.
More in awe that you've got credits on Space Jam because it's one of my favorite kids films. So it's fantastic.
Right on, man.
So Jerry, obviously you've had your injury as well. I'm really sorry about that. We'll get into a little bit about that, but it just shows us actually we can all go through really, really difficult times in music. But if you've got your love for music and you really got a passion for music, nothing's going to stop you whatsoever.
That's so true.
Being where you are, and basically, in terms of the final bits of fact finding, it was basically reflecting on that and sort of saying, do you know what? Actually, we've gone that whole journey. And basically now we're back to an interview, lots of interviews, lots of tours coming to the UK, and what an amazing feature to go down that journey. So look, let's go right back to the beginning and let's tell our viewers, how did Hellgrimm get together? Where did that actually come from?
We were in a band called Monkey Soup, and we were playing with Green Jelly too, and I just got tired of what was going on in the music and stuff, wanted to do something more serious, I guess, and more kind of bluesy rock. And that's how it started. And it kind of like morphed into what you hear these days, which is.
Yeah, we our last Monkey Soup album, we really, in hindsight, we wish we would have released it as a Hellgrimm album. That should have been our first, because our sound was changing quite a bit then. And we needed something that we needed to do a new name for the new project, the new sound. So we shifted gears and birthed Hellgrimm, and we've been pretty busy with it ever since. We're going on almost 6 years with the band, and we've released 5.5 albums, and we're just having fun with it. And it keeps morphing. Every album is a little bit different. Our sound keeps changing, but like Jerry said, the idea was, let's do blues,
blues,
let's do and it's now
something people would like.
Yeah, and it keeps changing. Every damn album is different. So we've been a little grungy, a little, it's kind of whatever, he's the primary writer, so it's however his flow is going. That's where the music's going to go.
Come on, Jerry. Tell me where your mind gets to when you're writing the lyrics for Hellgrimm. I'm a writer myself, and I go down to the beach, but I don't know if my head could get to that sort of place to sort of write those sort of rock songs. And sort of, I was looking through your albums, it's like Sacrifice and things like that. It's like, where, how? Come on, give me a bit of information into how you write your songs and where it comes from. You say it's personal and also fiction.
Most of it's personal. A lot of like serial killer documentaries, which the interest started whenever I was 9 or 10. My dad was a shrimper in Brownsville, and he had this guy working for him. The shrimpers would stay on the boat so nobody could find them, child support, traffic tickets or whatever. Right. And we were at his work one day, and one of his
employees,
we'll call him employee. My dad took off for a few minutes, and he's like, "Hey, one day you'll know why I do the things I do." And my dad came back, and that always stuck with me. Later on, I found out it was Henry Lee Lucas, which was a serial killer in Texas. And so that kind of sparked my interest in like serial killers and stuff. And so I read a lot of biographies. I watch a lot of documentaries. Sorry about that. And some of the, like on Sacrifice, what is the name? Ouija. The words are, I walked with the dead. I talked with the dead. They keep calling me out to come out and play.
Come out and play tonight.
Yeah. And that's actually whenever I was like messing around kind of with like the dark arts, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I went through at one time.
Okay.
I've had like a lot of, I guess you could say, screwed up life experiences, and it comes out in my writing.
But to be honest, your fan base the amount of people you've got who join your music, the fact that you're touring multiple in all over Europe, you know, at the end of the day, that's credit to your writing. I think at the end of the day, as writers and as also vocalists, you know, we all write from the heart. That's where your heart was. That's where your life was. You know, you look at Eminem, you know, you look where his life story goes in terms of the way he brings out his lyrics. I'm really in awe to some of those writers who can just tell us their life story just on a piece of paper and turn it into music, you know, and the fact that you've done it in your way, whether that's right or wrong, or whether people are going to like it or not like it, that's your way, and you're following it are going to follow you, you know, and obviously they are, you know, you look up your Facebook and your socials and things like that, there's thousands of people following you, you know, and it's such a journey, and, you know, and the lyrics in your songs are amazing as well. You know, I've looked through them today, and it's been really good journey to look through and watch. So it's really interesting. Is there anything else in terms of the writing side that, you know, your audience may not know about you? You know, you've told us a little bit now, or is there anything else you want to tell us about any new things that you may be writing at the moment? What inspires you to write the next song?
When we first started, I actually was doing a concept album about a person with multiple personalities, and he'd go into psychiatrist session, and they'd put him under hypnosis, and then they'd create like a mercenary to go kill these other people in his head. And he would like try to hide the ones that were really close to him.
Right.
And so our first CD, let me see, we got it right here.
The debut, yeah.
Yeah, the debut. There's a lot of it. The concept, the whole thing is not there, but there's a few songs that I took from that idea and put in there.
Cool. Fantastic. Sorry to delve a bit. I'm just really interested. I'm sure my viewers after this interview, and also viewers obviously of your own, but, you know, would be really just as interested, which is why I'm down a little bit, you know, into it. In terms of sort of like this year, you know, like we spoke prior to coming onto the video recording, we spoke about the UK, we spoke about Texas.
Right.
So before we do that, let's dive into one sentence that was in the bio as well. Jerry, you said about your injury and your journey. Let's go quickly into that. Let's find out what happened, mate. What happened? What stopped you from playing music?
Oh, that time in my life. Yes. That time. Yeah, I was going to college, taking up, of course, the lots of theory and stuff. And there's, I was supposed to meet someone, the person I was living with at the time. And so I was like closing the window in the apartment, and it shattered, and my wrist went in, and it got me here. Piece of glass got stuck inside my arm, my hand right here. And I don't know if you can see it. It ripped this tendon up.
Ouch.
And so I've had 3 or 4 surgeries. And one of them, they took the tendon from here and wrapped it around. And you could kind of see it right here, and they attached it right there. And this particular surgery, I was reading like 10 years later in a medical book. And that was like, I read a passage in it saying that surgery at that time was like the first time it was ever done. So that was pretty exciting.
Yeah, he was the first. Yeah, it's like
he was the guinea pig, as they say. Yeah.
A sucker. Yeah.
Yes.
But I feel it helped my playing out a lot, because I really got into theory, and I got into writing classical music and aiming towards soundtrack music, which what I also do.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And you know, stuff like that. So basically for my playing, it took a year off, a year and a half, but it also, you know, at the same time, it enhanced the way I played,
right?
Because it got the knowledge that I was lacking.
you know, we were saying earlier, you know, whatever your injury is, whatever you go through in life, you know, if music's you love, you're going to go back to it and fight for it. And, you know, and obviously that was a big journey for you. Obviously, to put it in your bio, that's why I picked out of your bio. You know, it was a big journey for you. But you're back to where you belong and you're back to what you love. And you're back to touring. So when's the tour start? I asked you for a little bio picture to put on your picture to put with this video, and you sent me your tour date. So you must be excited.
Yeah.
So when do they start?
Well, we actually we're playing in Texas the rest of this month, and then we're going to Colombia. We're playing a metal fest. It's called the Chaos Fest Volume 1. We're playing in Medellin and Bogota, July 19th and 20th. So that's our first time going to Colombia. So we're very excited about that. And then we're playing mostly around, playing a little Texas. We're going out to the Whiskey. We're playing there in September for one day. I know we have to look at we wrote it down on our new shirt. It's like, what are we doing? And so we're not going to the UK until October. We're going to be doing 8 dates over there with the Kings of Thrash. And we're going to be, we're leaving the end of October. So we actually get to spend Halloween in Ireland. So we're pretty excited about that. We've, you know,
what part of Ireland? What part of Ireland are you coming over to?
Is it Belfast? Is that what she said?
Belfast.
We're playing, we're playing Belfast and, let's see here. Got to look at the shirt. We're playing Dublin and Belfast and we're pretty excited because on our last trip to the UK, we didn't get to go to North Ireland or Ireland, but this time we're going. You know, we get to go, and so we're looking forward to it. That's a nice way to. It's a nice, like, for us. We tend to slow down on touring as we get closer to Christmas because we get very busy with our other life, our other side of our personality, which is entertainers at parties and events. That gets extremely busy. So this tour in the UK will be an awesome way to kind of, you know, go into the holiday season. We're so excited.
You look very excited, and your page is full of excitement, and you know, I'm sure everyone's gonna love to see you. For those who can't see you, I gather you're on all of the socials in terms of Spotify and we can find you. You know, everybody be able to play. We can link from your website and things like that. And those socials, everybody, will be on after the video today. So please stop after the video, take a look of Hellgrimm, and you can also see all their socials and take a listen to their rock journey the way I have been today also. Okay, so that sort of leads in nicely because you've said the word entertainer. I've almost got like a Butlin's Billy Bear thing going on in my head. You've gone from Hellgrimm to entertainers. So
well,
I'm digging the dirt now. What's the entertainment about?
So I'm an artist, and that's all over our bio. That I've been doing art longer than I've been doing music, and I'm a reformed animator. I did animation for about 4 years, and while I was doing that, I learned about caricaturing, the world of caricaturing, which is drawing people's faces at parties and events. And if you didn't already know, that is the most fun art job you could possibly have on the planet, because we get hired to go to weddings and birthdays and company parties. And we get to hear all about like Aunt Jill and all her issues with her family, and then Uncle George and his craziness. So we get like all the gossip while we sit there and draw, you know, people. And I've been doing that for forever, and it's so much fun. And that's another, you know, that's a fun way to make a living. Jerry makes balloon animals at parties.
I think I believe that.
He's a balloon artist. So we, you know
what? I'm hoping that some of your fans really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So, you know, this is a time to get behind the scenes. They're seeing you as these rock gods on stage, you know, all the music that you do. And I'm sorry, Jerry, to say this, we're a balloon modeler. You know, we are making kid dogs on the way and little party hats. And
yes, absolutely. And every time we say that to anybody, they're like, what?
Let me tell you a story. We played this party. The kiddie park party?
Yes.
And you want to tell me?
Okay, so we did a party at a very historical party place here in San Antonio years ago, and there were a lot of people in Texas. We're very proud of our guns, or at least a lot of Texans are very happy to have guns, and that's yeehaw. Anyway, so we're at this party, and every time he popped the balloon, about 20 people went and reached for their guns, and I'm like, Jerry, don't pop any more balloons.
I was like, please don't pop.
Jerry, come on. Did you pop one just to see what everyone's reaction was? No.
I think he popped one, and it's like, okay, no more. So it's a 5-year-old's birthday party, of course.
Well, guns at 5-year-olds parties probably not the greatest thing.
But yeah, we do a lot of partying, and yeah, that's another thing we do. We also deal casino games with different companies, so we can play music, and we can deal blackjack and craps and poker.
You've got an
all this
amazing
stuff.
life. You really have.
We try to have fun. Yeah, we both worked in offices before, and that's just not fun for us in any way.
Can't do the 9 to 5.
And then we also, I draw children's books too. That's a big part of what I do. So I work with different authors, and I help them edit and illustrate and put their books usually up on Amazon, but some of them go through publishers. And so that's something that's kind of funny about our shows. We don't get to do this in the UK, at least not yet, but and here in the States, when we have our vehicle, we take kids' books along with all the band merch. And I tell people, our audience, they're usually people more than likely that have kids or sometimes grandkids. And it's like, hey, you're out drinking and having fun. Take your, kids or your grandkids home a surprise, and, give them something cool when you get home. So sometimes we sell a lot of kids' books that way too. So as far as I know, we're the only band I've ever run into that offers kids' books in their
kids'
band
book
merch.
alongside Rock Gods.
Yes.
AKA Hellgrimm. We've got this.
Why not?
You know what, you two, I would absolutely love to spend so much more time with you, but we're running out of time. But do you know what? I don't need to dig the dirt. You've given it yourself. So I'm hoping that all my viewers are going to find this interview really, really amazing, like I have. And I'm hoping your fans also. You've dropped a couple of
hopefully
clangers,
so.
and they don't know.
And by the way, this is our cat Tony that's trying to say hi. He likes to.
Quickly, we've
he's
got
our
2
black
minutes.
and white.
Bring up the cat. Let's see the cat. Come on.
Oh, you want to pick him up?
Yeah,
we have 3 of them, and he's the one who's the ham. He wants to be on TV. So
hi.
Say hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony. You all right? Hi, little fella.
He's a 16-year-old, 12-pound enormous kitty cat.
The other one.
Very chill. But yeah, we really like to, and it's funny because like me coming off of an animation background and drawing kids books, it's hilarious going, and singing about all this dark music and, but it's fun because you get to get everything out. I get to be sweetness and light, and I also get to be, scary.
Yeah, right, the other end of scary. Fantastic.
Yeah, and it's, you gotta embrace all sides of your personality.
And you tonight have taken me in 30 minutes around a whole block. You've gone from kids entertainers to Hellgrimm. Anyway, I'm going to rock on with you two for the rest of the evening and listen to your music when I sign off. But one last question that I said that I was going to ask you. So anyone wanting to start their next Hellgrimm journey and be the new Hellgrimm, how do they start? Where did you start? And what? You've got literally 3 minutes. Give me your best tips for everybody.
Best tips. Always be yourself. Always be true to yourself. Play what's in your heart, not what people want you to play.
Try many instruments. If you're just getting started in music, don't buy a guitar and then think, oh my God, this is the end all be all. And if you're miserable with it, stick with it forever. Play multiple instruments. You have no idea what you're going to enjoy or be good at unless you try a few. You might like all of them. And what works for you or what works for somebody else, your best friend, may not work for you. Everybody's got their own path through music, so you have to blaze your own. Don't compare yourself to everybody else, because everybody else has their own experience. You have to do you.
Fantastic.
Very important. And practice always.
Practice.
And yeah,
and never give up. I know
never give up.
The amount of times I've wanted to give up in this game, but do you know what? Never give up. Always remember, music's just a way of life. And if you're not having fun, then that's the time to give up. But at the end of the day, but music for everybody is about fun. how everything, and it's been such a great journey with you two. Thank you so much for joining in the spotlight with AJ.
Thank you, AJ. We appreciate you.
We will get this up to YouTube as soon as possible for our fans and yours. All right. So quick round of applause. Thank you very much.
All right, y'all.
Eva and Jerry, aka Hellgrimm. Take care, you two. See you again soon. We'll see you in the UK. Bye-bye.
Bye.